You can't. Okay, hi. I finished it, and I don't think you can see it. I didn't expect to cry as much as I did. Although I probably should have guessed I would once we got more into the story. I think the last 60 pages, no, the last maybe like 100 pages is my favorite because that's when we got the most plot and just the reveals and stuff. So I think the last 150 pages, that's what I enjoyed the most. Definitely there was a chunk by the middle that I didn't feel like anything was happening plot-wise and like relationship progression, character progression wise. But yeah, I cried a lot. I was like sobbing my eyes out earlier. But yeah, so that's one last step. I gave you a question. I finished it and I love. Good morning. It is Monday morning. A Monday after my last update. I mean, morning, like actual morning. After my last update, I am planning on reading Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. This is a mystery thriller. I think there's like a murder in the hotel in the 70s, and then this is set 2007, and I think like part of it is like investigation of what's gonna happen. I don't really remember. I have a lot of books planned for this month, but also throughout fall because I've been wanting to really go back and read all the books that I got like physically, like my oldest ones, and this I think I got in 2020. So it's just last year, but I have a couple of other books that I do want to get to, and this is one of those. And this morning, it's really late, it's like 12 p.m. It's actually not morning, it's afternoon. I read this morning, but it's not a novel. I binge read a manhwa called I Became Chef of the Dragon King. I think that's the title. There's only 29 chapters left, so I just read like from chapter 1 to 29 this morning, and it was really cute. It's like really cute. It's kind of like Dorothy set in like Joseon / medieval era. It's a mix of those things. Anyway, so that's what I read this morning. I figured I should start including the manhwas that I've been reading because I read a lot of manhwas. Only thing is they only like update once a week, so I can't, there's like maybe like 5 to 10, maybe 15 manhwas update that I follow every week. So I would say like every day I would get like 5 to 10 manhwas updated that I catch up to, that I read. I'll just briefly mention them, but for now this is like right now because usually I would like be in the middle of like starting a new manhwa. I haven't done that in a while, so I decided to catch up on the new manhwas that I've been wanting to read. I usually wait for them to pile up to like 20 plus chapters so that we can get more of the plot before I have to like wait for another week, just to get a feel of the story and see if I want to continue it or not. So that is what I caught up to and what I will be reading following in my hundreds of list of manhwas. That's my update for right now. I will be starting this a little bit later. I just have a few more things I need to do first, and then I'll read. I also have this in audiobook, so that will help me really get into the book. I'm sorry for the background noise. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I live near a Boeing center, so we hear a lot of airplanes doing like test runs, I think. So earlier I said this was a girl who was murdered in the 70s. It was actually a girl went missing in the 80s, and her name is Vivian, and the main character that we're following in 2017 is her niece, who's trying to investigate what happened to Vivian. I didn't realize that there was going to be a lot of horror aspects to this. It's very scary. I'm a scaredy cat, I'm gonna admit that. So this was pretty creepy to me. So I'm not ready to be reading this very late at night, but also I really like the cover and at the back too. But I'm really enjoying it because it did its job, as I'm very creeped out. So we'll continue this tomorrow and update you guys. And tomorrow, probably not going to be able to read a lot either because I will be filming my August wrap up. I'll be talking about 20 books, it's a lot of books, and then editing that and hopefully uploading that tomorrow too. Oh no, Wednesday. We'll see though. But yeah, that's it for tonight. Hello. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday night, and I just finished the Sundown Motel. It took me a while to finish this because I've been really busy this past 2 days. So yesterday I filmed and edited my August wrap up. It went up today, and then like for the majority of that day I was chatting with my friends from Philippines, and we chatted again today. And it always takes so long, like we chat at like 9:30, 10 a.m. to like 4 to 4:30 p.m. here. Like, that's a lot. That's a really long time. Actually really had a long day too, because I went to work for a bit, went home, and I had to come back again to do something really quick. So yeah, I finished it, and I really enjoyed it, actually. This is the type of mystery where there's really like a lot going on, and it's really just the focus of it is really just the mystery, and I really like it. And I didn't expect the horror paranormal aspects of it. Really creeped me out. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Great first read of the month. I do have a lot of books to read this month, so hopefully I will get to all of them. And yeah, that's it for this update. Hi, it's Saturday today. The last time I updated was Tuesday, and I just had really busy days for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I was planning on updating, I think Thursday or Friday, but I forgot. So since my last update, I have finished 2 books. I finished The Bear's Mail Order Bride and Fire and His Spirit by Ruby Dixon. The Bear's Mail Order Bride is by Ruby Knoxx, and Fire and His Spirit is by Ruby Dixon. So I liked The Bear's Mail Order Bride. It doesn't have a lot of plot, and I found the romance a lot underdeveloped, actually. I wish there was more to the love story, because I felt like they just kind of didn't really get to know each other. I mean, they got married, but I think that it was mostly because, you know, they were like mates. So it's like a given that they will be together. But I thought they would get to know each other a little bit more. They didn't. And so I finished that really quickly because it's really short, and yeah. And then the next book that I finished, Fire and His Spirit, this one is like the opposite of that one. It's very slow burn. They're both spicy books. I would actually say that they have kind of the same amount of spice, because Bear's Mail Order Bride is very short, so there wasn't a lot of, you know, spicy scenes that could be included. But for Fire and the Spirit, the heroine was very reluctant with getting it with the guy, although she understood what needed to be done and why. She was hesitating, although it was very frustrating because I actually read some reviews about this book, finding Claudia, the main heroine, really frustrating because she's the mayor of this fort, right, where they're staying to keep safe from the dragons. And when she meets one of the characters from previous books, Amy, and Amy explains to her like the whole dragon thing and the mating and what happens and all of that, she was determined to find this dragon and get on with him, and, you know, maybe have him protect the fort. That was her whole plan. But when she gets to it, it takes her 70% of the book before they actually do it and actually able to communicate. She was saying that she doesn't want to ruin his life because she always ruins people's life when she tries to help them. And it's like, so then why did you leave the fort? Like, wasn't that the point of you leaving the fort? To find him, bring him back, do all those things? So yeah, I get the frustration for a lot of people, but I also understand where she stands. But to me, it's like she left, and that was her plan. That was the idea, and she knew that that was part of the plan, getting together with him and being with him and being his mate. And it's like a forever kind of thing, and she chose to do it, but then when she actually has to do it, she's backing out, and it's like, what? And they had this whole conversation with her friends, and her friend just kept repeating, why haven't you done it? Wasn't that the point? So what's stopping you? Why haven't you done it? Like, she repeatedly asked the same question, which is, yeah, makes sense. But I'm not as frustrated with her as I expected and as some other people are, because I kind of get it, but also at the same time I really appreciated the slow burn between the two of them, and them kind of getting to know each other without really getting to know each other, just getting used to each other's presence. And yeah, so that's Fire and His Spirit. And then I'm now reading Beast of Extraordinary Circumstance. I'm planning on finishing this tonight because I'm already halfway through. I actually listened to the audiobook for the first 50% because I did a lot of things. I rearranged my bookshelves because I'm really running out of space. Like, I'm planning on doing an August book haul for my birthday, and as you can see, those are my shelves, and they used to have like candles and other like bookish stuff and like stuffies, like those 2 bottom shelves. I did a bookshelf tour a few weeks ago, and you will see it that, you know, there's some books that like are extra copies, but what I did is I took the books that were here on this shelf. They were there, the unfinished series that I have that I am planning on continuing, and I put them there. But I'm planning on changing the shelf and buying 2 shelves actually to fit here on this side because I have a lot of books. So those are all the books that I'm gonna be filming. I'm gonna be featuring on my book haul. There's a lot of them. and I don't know where to place them because, as you can see, my shelves are full. They're very, very full. That's why I need to get more shelves. But the shelves that I want are out of stock in IKEA. And it's the only IKEA that is closest to me. The next closest one is in Oregon. So, yeah, and I have a date for when one of the shelves back in stock, but the other shelf, it doesn't say. And that shelf comes back in stock end of September. So it'll take me probably like 2 to 3 more weeks before I get the shelves. So yeah, I had a lot of time to do, and I filmed my Fairy Loot unboxing, edited it, and I have uploaded it and scheduled it for 2 days from today, or like 3 days, I think. Yeah, so I do have a lot of stuff. So I did a lot of stuff today, and I'd still finish a lot of books this week. If I do finish it this week, I'll be finishing how many books? 4 or 5 books? I'm not sure. But yeah, that's it for my update right now. But you guys at the end of the day.
I don't know if you can tell that I've been crying, but I've been crying. So Beast of Extraordinary Circumstance is the story of Waylon Gray, who was orphaned at a very young age and was taken in by a pack of wolves. This is his entire life story told through the people that he'd met throughout the years. I just knew it was going to be very emotional, and I was crying, as you can see. And I knew I'm going to fall in love with Waylon and just, would want to protect him and just become a really precious person to me. And he did. That was all true. And I've kind of read and seen movies, TV shows that are similar to this one, where there's a kid who grew up with a pack of wolves, or like Tarzan. So they're uncivilized, but they're always full of love, and they're always trying to find where they will belong, because they don't really belong in one or both of the worlds, and maybe even finding love. And it's always makes me really emotional. Man, just thinking about it's making me emotional. So yeah, this was a beautiful story. And it definitely has magical realism elements to it, because throughout the years, like the love interest Mary, she was saved by Waylon when they were very young, and Waylon saved his foster family from a hurricane. And ever since then, he's shown that he's able to grow plants, control the weather, and communicate with animals. So yeah, yeah, because essentially, isn't it like a story of belonging and finding your place when it feels like you don't belong completely anywhere? Because he doesn't belong with a wolf pack or in the forest completely, because he is human. And it's maybe back then it'll be, okay. But with the changes in our civilization and all of that, it's difficult to belong in that world completely. But he also couldn't belong in civilization completely, because he didn't learn fully what it means to belong in a human society either. So yeah, Waylon is very precious to me. So I've been really emotional about this. So yes, that is the last book that I'll be finishing for today. I don't know what book I'm gonna start next, but I have a lot of things on my list, so I'm just gonna choose one of those. But yes, it made me very emotional. So that's it for this update. I'm sorry for not updating for this past 3 days. It's been just really busy, except for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next vlog.